Hello, I want to join the Project Pen community on YouTube. I have an Instagram channel since, I don't know, beginning of last year. I think 2023 I started tracking my progress, taking pictures and all of that stuff. And I'm currently really craving Project Pen videos, and I found a lot of you out there doing those videos already, and I thought it looks fun. It's another way of keeping myself busy, to not like scroll makeup pages or whatever, like to really dig into your own collection, to have it or have footage about it and like seeing it. So another hobby I might start, and this is why I'm planning on starting with my inventory. I already filmed my like base inventory video, which is quite all over the place because I'm like rambling also about the products a little bit, and it's just showing you what I have, but also talking a little bit about what I like and what I don't like and all of this. And I wanted to film an intro because this is what you do, right? And here it is. So I'm trying to take part in that fun community a little bit more. And if you can't tell, my first language isn't English, so so I might refilm this intro also. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying like staying here and watching my videos. And I'm probably trying to do a get ready with me on what I'm actually planning to do on that channel, because yeah, the intro is gonna be too long if I like have all those thoughts in here as well. So I'm going for filming my cheek products now, I believe. And then we have eyes and lips in another video. Alright? Alright, let's have a look. So I want to start off with bronzers. Welcome to my little collection here. I separated them out into cream and powder bronzers. I, at the moment, don't own anything liquid in that category. I do have 5 cream bronzers in pans and 1 stick bronzer. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 powder bronzers. That's a whole lot. I don't know if I want to swatch them all now, but I actually was desiring to. So I have my, let's see how long this will take. I have my Fenty Beauty match sticks in the shade Amber. And just for the funs of it, I wanna, where's my camera? I don't know. This is Amber, and yeah, just for the fun of it, and because I am personally curious how my bronzers swatch next to each other, yeah, I wanna swatch them all out. I have 2 of the e.l.f. putty bronzers, one in the shade Feelin' Shady, which is this more grayish one, and in the shade Tan Lines. The shade Tan Lines is actually not what it looks like originally, because so frankened it with a lipstick of mine to make it a little bit more rosy. And I feel like now it's just a little bit more orangey. And the consistency is like, it is more opaque now, so it has a little bit more pigment because of the lipstick probably, but it's also very, very creamy. Yeah, I don't know if I did a favor or if it's just like whatever. You can tell it is like a little bit more rosy, I would like think. What do you think? I don't know. It is a little bit more rosy, I would say. But I of course also don't have the original shade anymore to compare it. But it is still like pretty orange, especially compared to amber. Yeah, but let's go for the other ones. I'm sorry, that was probably pretty loud. I have the shade Feeling Shady, and this is what I mean with like sheer. Can you tell I did swatch anything of that? I can't. It is so sheer. I don't know. I mean, I like sheer formulas, but it has to be the like correct amount of sheerness to not like take 33 minutes to like make it show up. I don't know. This is Feeling Shady. I just recently got the Makeup Revolution cream bronzer because it was on sale. And a lot of people like were raving about this one. And yeah, did I need it? No. Do I regret buying it? Not really regret, but I didn't need it. Well, okay, let's watch it out. I think this is like pigmented AF. Like, do you see this? It is so pigmented. I did a good swatch now, but I also did like dig into the e.l.f. one as well, and do you see it, right? You see it as well. It is so pigmented, and this one is like, yeah, color-wise, if you build it up, it's quite like a little cool toned, but if you like sheer it out, you can see that orange. Yeah, I don't know, I didn't really use it as much to form a real opinion about it, but yeah, let's see what we do. Can you see that big pan? I'm really trying to use this up this year. I hit pan last year in the summer, and then I went to my e.l.f. cream bronzers to like give them some love, and I just recently got back to this one and expanded the pan, and I really want to finish this up to make space for, or like to be able to use all of my other cream bronzers, let's call it like that. This is the original shade I'm Sorry Butter Biscuit. It's the second to latest one, and it's a little bit olive, I would say, yellow olive. I prefer more of a contour shade for my bronzer, but I still like it very much. And last but not least, this is the shade Amber. It like totally melted off because I did a thing. I also did hit pan in this one, and I wanted to make this one also a little bit more rosy. And I melted, or I frankened it with a lipstick. And I apparently really like this color, I have to say. But do you see, like I had pan. I had like not as big as in this one, but I had pan, and now it's basically full again. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, swatch it out. I pretty much like the shade. Yeah, and I'm looking forward and getting to use it a little bit more when I'm finally getting rid of this in my collection. So these are all my cream bronzers swatched out with the flow, and show you my powder bronzers. I will get those out of the way to have a little bit more spacey space. Alrighty, I have my Hatice Schmidt Labs. It's a German beauty influencer, I would say. It's her makeup brand in the shade Fair. Yes, it's fair. It is pretty creamy. And you can build it up quite alright. It is not too cool toned. I would prefer a little bit more cool tone, but it is, yeah, you can bronze the face quite well with this one. The Kaleidos, it's actually a blush, I believe. Yeah, it's a mono blush, one of their mono blushes in the shade Hot Shot. And I decided to put it in the bronzer category because I will not use this one as a blush. Although it could be like something nudie or whatever. This is the shade Hot Shot here. I'm like not swatching it very great, but I didn't really use this so far because I believe it's more of a wintry shade because it is pretty light. Therefore I hope I get some use out of this during the upcoming winter. The Sigma bronzer is in the shade Fakin' It from their Highlight and Sculpt palette, so the face palette. I depotted this, and this is pretty pigmented. And also pretty color for me. Really like it. And this is the shade Soft Revenge by Nabla. This is one of their baked skin bronzing products. This is like a very dark, cool toned. It's kind of red also. I find it, at least if I'm blending it out on my face, it turns a little bit red, I would say. On my arm it looks a little bit yellow, but I don't know. I still like it pretty much. And we have another one of these in the shade Ambra, and this is way more like bronzy orangey than this one. I would actually prefer something in between, I think. I don't think they have one of those in that kind of a shade, otherwise I would have gotten it already, I believe. But it's still quite nice. Okay, on to the last but not least ones. Where do I want to start? I want to start with the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade In the Sun. Like, everybody was raving about that bronzer and that you need it when you're having a very fair skin tone, and I do so. And now I'm like, I don't know if I like it that much, because it is very dry. It is very sheer. It is very sheer, and it's kind of powdery and it is dry. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. Is it? I got this mega baby. It's 15 grams of product. I don't know what I was thinking, but I just saw, oh, it is a cool bronzer, like a cool tone bronzer. I have to have it, and it was on sale. And I got it when like getting the Revolution Cream bronzer. Yeah, I don't know. It is pretty creamy when you touch it. It is a powder. This inventory is turning into a did I regret buying it series. I don't know where this is cool toned in any way, shape or form. It really looks orange here when I'm looking at my arm. It really looks orange, and I didn't really use it on my face that much, so I can't really tell, but Oh my, oh my. And I have picked up the butter bronzer, one of the NYX Buttermilk bronzers. This is 5 grams, like this is reasonable, right? So this is 5 grams, this is 5 grams. This is something I could use up, but oh well. It's in the shade Buttercup. It's it's the fairest shade they have. I didn't really use this one as well. I know that some people are saying like this is a bronzer and blush in one, and some are just using it as a blush because they don't think it's a real bronzer color. But I could see myself like using this also in the winter time to have something a little bit glowy with maybe this one or this one, as it is pretty cool toned. I meant this one. So it's this one is the Kaleidos one. Yeah, let's see. I didn't dig into that very much, so the pen seems to be pretty much untouched, except for like digging my finger into it. But yeah, the smell is beautiful. I don't mind a good smelling product. I don't know what it has, like what fragrance has to do in cheap products, but oh well, I still like it, and I'm looking forward using it and forming an opinion about that. So I was about to say that the blush and highlighter category is going to be a lot shorter, but I don't know if this is actually true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 powder bronzers, and I recently frankened some more products, and to be able to use up things. I don't know if I'm able to use up more things with frankening them, but those were like this, and this were lipsticks beforehand, like a very glowy, very light lipstick, which actually could have been used as a highlighter probably, but I don't use cream highlighters. So, and a pretty red, like a rusty red shade, which I do like those for as cream blushes. I'm using currently this one. Let's start with swatching them so they don't have any like shade names in particular. This is just a rose orangey, like lushy color. I'm currently using this and I love it. I love those very much. Yeah. So these are my 4 cream blushes. I do have here, that Ofra blush. It's a very dark one, and it's also pretty glowy, but this one, but I do like it. I have to go in with a very light hand to make it work for me, but it's still beautiful. It's still very nice. It's a little glowy, as I said, but it is what it is. This is the Nabla Skin Glazing Blush in Truth. I also love that. It's also a pretty glowy color, but ooh, that swatch, wow. Can you see that? Ooh. I use that shade pretty often in spring and summer. I love it. It is so nice. A Lion King limited edition from Essence. And this is the shade Remember Who You Are. I love the Lion King. I love it. It's also quite light reddish color, reddish rosy. Also like that very much. And I have another one of these Kaleidos, these Kaleidos blushes in the shade Angel Wing. I said that pretty awkward. Angel Wing. This is Wow, this is such a light pink color. You cannot even see, can you? But I think this... Can you build it up? To be honest, I didn't really use it because I thought it was, for me, it's yeah, you can see it like a little bit better, It's a very buttery formula. I can see it on my arm, and it looks beautiful. I didn't really use it so far, but I am going to use it during the... Oh man, what I need to use during the winter time. Don't take a shot every time I said I'm going to use this during the upcoming winter, because or you can hydrate yourself if you want. I have another one of the Sigma blushes, which is a deep potted shade out of the Corderosa palette, like face palette, blush palette. And I'm just realizing that I'm missing one, which is in my current palette which I'm using. I'm going to grab this after swatching those two. I believe this is the shade Pashmina. Ooh, oh, that's a pinky color. Pinky, wow. And I do own the shade Corderosa still. I'm sorry for everybody who's like Spanish and needs to like hear how I'm pronouncing this. Very nice dark color. Let me just grab the other one. Ta-da! Here it is. It's the shade Coral Dawn from that blush palette I just mentioned. And it's a beautiful, more orangey color on me. Very poppy. Very summery. And those are all my blushes. And here we are in the powder highlighters. So that's also for the sake of like okay, like I don't know what's the point in swatching highlighters, but maybe you can see a difference, and I'm also very curious. It's beautiful. I love looking at highlighters. It's so sparkly. I do have from Hatice also her highlighter. I really enjoy. This is I'm sorry, I'm very impressed by like, ooh, can you see how much pigment? And wow, you can like build it up. Icy. Love it. But you can also wear them both pretty sheer. Like this is more of a rosy undertone, this is more of an icy undertone, but not like, how do everyone say that, like 2016 like streaky highlight. Yeah, you can wear it very beautiful, very beautiful. The Nabla highlight in Ozone. It's the shade Ozone. I really like that as well. If I'm managing to, like, I don't know, getting confused with the angle and whatever the camera is saying. So this is more of a goldy one. As I said when I do have a cool undertone, but this still works pretty well on my complexion. And this one is from, I forgot to mention, like the Ofra blush I was referring beforehand was from the Samantha March x Ofra collaboration from the Life's a Draft palette. And this one is the highlighter. And this one is, wow, this is also bangy. Like, I used this one a lot of times as an inner corner highlight, because as a highlighter, for me, it is sometimes a little bit too much or not to say all of the times, but I do still enjoy having it in my collection and like using it as an inner corner shade, because you can really build it up and really like have that icy effect and like very light and bright effect. Oh no! Oh. I'm sorry, I was a bit stupid and got rid of the swatches on my arm and not only on my fingers, but here we are, I'm a professional. Sigma highlight in the shade Shine On. This is depotted from the, this is a very dry powder, not shiny highlight. I enjoy having it, but it's yeah, it's different. It's a different kind of formula, and it swatches pretty golden also, but I do enjoy having it. It's not as sparkly as the other one, not as if I would like a sparkly highlighter. I like when it's subtle, but yeah, it's nice, really nice. The shade Flare, I believe, from the Glow Kissed highlighter Sigma palettes, also depotted, also a goldy shade, I would say. And the shade Aurora. This is a more pinky one. I'm currently using this and I love it. Oh man, it's so nice. It is so nice. And these are my highlighters. And this is basically the end of the video of my cheek products. Thank you for watching. I would love to hear your favorites in those categories, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.